You guys know I am a sucker for ColourPop. ColourPop, I feel like, is one of my friends. If I was in a store, if I saw it sitting there, yes. Am I gonna run out and grab it? No, I'm not gonna run out and grab it. I'm actually trying behind the scenes a few different makeup pieces. And I know what you're thinking, Nichole, but you're on a limited no-buy. The word limited's in there for a reason. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am really excited to sit down with you and talk to you about a few things that I have picked up on my limited no-buy. Everything in front of me is crazy cheap and really amazing products. I've been doing really well on my no-buy, limited buy, and as you guys know, as I just showed you in the clips before this, I did say this was a limited buy, and there were a few things on the market that were coming out that I was like, I'm not going to rush out and get them, but if I happen to be in the store, in the area, and it happens to just like fall in my lap, then to me, that just seems like God's plan, right? Yeah. Now, with some of these products, I did just find stumbling my way through the drugstore while I was there for other things for my husband or for just day-to-day life. But there is one decent purchase that I did make, and by one purchase, I mean like it was a purchase at one place, but I got a few things, but they're all crazy inexpensive and amazing quality products. So let me tell you what I did purchase while on my limited no-buy. The first thing that I ended up picking up, I had heard that Wet n Wild, who as most of you know is one of my favorite drugstore brands, came out with a stick foundation. And last year I did not delve into a lot of different types of makeup as far as foundation went. I kind of stuck to what I knew I liked, so I was like, let's try something different. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation in the shade Soft Beige is something that I have tried and now decided after weeks of use, I love it. I really do. And since I have oily skin, kind of combo oily skin right now, I feel like these weren't gonna work for me. I don't know why. I feel like I've tried some in the past that just didn't go well. So the fact that this was so amazing, I was shocked. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation is one of my favorites. You can get it for like $5.99 at the drugstore, but I usually have to apply 2 applications to really achieve like the coverage that I want, because I do have freckles, imperfections, skin texture, all the stuff. I feel the same way with this. When I was trying this on, I really needed to give it 2 coats across my face, and then I thought it did a beautiful job. And I've kind of been struggling since I moved to Florida with sunglasses. I always end up having like the rims on the nose and on the face where it just like rubs off my foundation. This, I think, has really been something that's helped to eliminate that, along with another product I'm going to talk to you about in just a second. But I am so impressed with this. And it was really cheap too, so I didn't feel too bad about actually spending some money on my limited no-buy. It is called a limited buy because I was almost actually am out of my foundation. You can actually see like all of the like scrapings on the side of it because I've been like digging into this jar for a while. So instead of repurchasing this, I really just rebought this. So really, this was just replenishment with a different type of product. That's how I'm gonna spin this to myself so I feel better about it. A product that I mentioned in a new release makeup video was the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I told you guys that I wasn't gonna just rush out and get it. I was gonna let it come to me. If it was meant to be, it was meant to be. Well, my husband had to go to the drugstore for just some random day-to-day thing. I happened to walk through an aisle, not even the makeup aisle, a different aisle, and on the end cap, these babies sat. And I was like, okay, makeup gods, I hear you. I see where you're pointing me, and for $5, I had to get them. Plus, because I got it at Walgreens, I actually had some beauty points pulled up, so that way by the time I went to go check out, it was actually, I had $5 off, and these were $5, so technically I got 1 for free. I did buy 2 because of color matching. I wasn't sure which one to get, so technically, this was also an amazing deal, not only because it's e.l.f., which is a great quality product for inexpensive costs, but because I already had points built up, and I got one of these suckers for free, so pretty excited about that. 2 shades I got were medium sand and medium beige. I really didn't know if one was gonna oxidize, how it was gonna play. I just knew so many people loved these, and when I saw them sitting there and they only had like, I don't know, 5 left and out of this huge container, and 2 of them were in the shade that I thought would be mine, I was like, okay, The universe has spoken. The one that I actually found out that I really enjoy at this point in time, where my skin is at as far as color goes, this spring, is medium sand. I actually put this under my eyes today. I've been trying this for about, I want to say about 4 or 5 days, because I just added this to my collection because I just found it. And I am really impressed. What a lot of people say is that it just really doesn't crease. It lasts all day. I totally have to agree with that. Something that I am using, the other shade I have here for it, the medium beige, I think this will work great for me when it is summertime and I've got a little bit more glow to my skin naturally, but I've already started using this baby with some other foundations, and today I even used it as like a mild, like, I don't want to call it a contour, but it was kind of like a contour. I put it right here and I kind of like built it up, and it really did give some dimension to my face, so I really appreciated that, and it's lasting so long, and it went really well with all my other powders, other makeup. It's been amazing. I also used this color to go with something I got in my Ipsy bag that I did in my last video, because the foundation they sent me was so pale, crazy pale. This is the product that I added to it to kind of like blend it all out, and I almost wonder if I ended up liking that foundation a little bit more than I thought I would because of this, because I love the formula on this so far. I'm crazy happy I found these, and they were crazy inexpensive, so I'm glad I did pick these up. So this other product is a drugstore item I got the same day that I got these little babies, and this is a NYX item. So NYX is kind of a little bit pricier than e.l.f., but the actual marketing is what sold me on this, because oily skin sisters, tell me you feel me on this. When you hear that something is going to kill the excess shine and oils on your face, you're willing to try it, right? I have so much oils that, I mean, especially now that we're getting into a warmer season, spring has sprung, and before I know it, it's going to be really hot. So I did pick up the NYX Shine Killer that eliminates the look of excess oil and shine, leaving skin looking matte and fresh all day. Can be worn over, under, or without makeup. And it was that last sentence, that it can be worn in any way to help remove shine, that I was like, I need to try you. So I've tried this now, I want to say 2-3 days, and it has really helped. I've actually been out, and it's kind of warm here in Florida. It's already been in the 80s already. I've taken my dogs out on the weekends with some basic makeup on, mostly just these pieces because I've loved them. And I can tell you, I have a lot less shine in the areas that I tend to get oily immediately. I am enjoying this a lot so far, and I'm not gonna lie, the marketing totally sold me. This isn't the cheapest thing at the drugstore. I think this was like $14, so that made me go, oh, Nichole, you're on a limited no-buy. Should you even be doing this? Because of where I live and how my skin gets oily, I was willing to buy this right now. And because I haven't bought anything really since I started my no-buy in the beginning of 2019, I didn't feel bad about finding new items that I thought would benefit my makeup collection. There was definitely less guilt involved with these purchases because they were, I feel like they were earned almost. And there's one other thing from NYX that I got that same day, and it was mostly because I really loved something I told you in a previous video, the NYX Hydra Touch Powder Foundation. But the shade Tan is too orangey for me. It's something that I've really had a struggle using, and it's sitting in my makeup collection, but I know how much coverage you get with it. So I was just kind of like, well, let me see if they have any sales going on a replacement for this. I don't know if this is a sister product for this, but I picked up the Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation in the shade Soft Beige. And they actually had samples out at my local drugstore to actually swatch the powders to see what color would work for me, which kind of probably also sold it for me because I knew this one would work with my skin. I love to take this with a fluffy brush, powder foundation type brush, and then on top of this is the stick foundation, kind of just press into my skin for that extra seal. And I really think this combination has helped tremendously from getting those sunglass lines on my nose and under the eyes. I have, like, I guess you call them apple cheeks, where like my cheek comes up high when I smile, so that way any sunglasses I'm wearing always end up pulling right here on my face. And we've had so many fun outdoor events where I live that anytime I've been wearing makeup and it's sunny out and I'm wearing sunglasses, my husband's always like, you're kind of melting, babe. So I've been really looking for a solution to that for my own personal first world makeup problem. And this has helped me tremendously. So again, I kind of feel guilty about purchasing a few things on my limited no buy, but I feel like I'd stockpiled so many months of not buying and so many things I did pass on that I was like, worth it. Now these next few purchases that I'm going to tell you about are a little gluttonous. And this was just purely to feed my makeup soul because my eyes today will tell you I went for some color. I'm totally out of my comfort zone right now with this eye look. I feel like I could do better with more practice with this eye look because I'm still seeing some flaws that I want to like do better. But this makeup collection just came out. So many of you asked me if I was going to get it. I got the ColourPop Villain palette and a few other little things that go with it. I did not get the full $200 worth of package bundles, but I did get the palette along with a few of the Jelly Much shadows and a lippy. I did not get any highlighters because I went through everything that I was like salivating over and went, no. Nichole, you have so many highlighters, you could look like the sun in person. Don't do that. So I put those away. And then I was looking at it going, okay, you know what? I've been really interested in trying their lipsticks. I've been interested in trying some more of their jelly shadows because I only have one. So I really was mindful what I was going to be bringing into my beauty space on my limited no buy. So let me just go through what I got. I got the Villains Misunderstood palette from ColourPop. I do wish this had a mirror because there were several times I was doing a look for you today that I was like, I want to do this. These colors spoke to me. I saw a sneak peek for this palette. I was screen grabbing it, putting it on my Instagram stories, asking you what you thought. These gemstone, deep, rich, gorgeous royal colors made me go, oh crap, this is definitely going to be part of the limited part of my limited no buy. As soon as I saw this, I knew this was going to be something that I had to get. And then I started watching some videos, and that's when it was like, dang it, that looks cool too. And I did pick up also the Not Today Jelly Much, which is on my eyes today, and it is the green, sparkly, gorgeous Jelly Much shadow, along with something from the spring collection. And this is the Late Bloomer Jelly Much. This one has like this amazing ability to transfer from looking like a purpley brown shade to having some teal looks to it. And I thought, oh, well, I'm loving teal right now. I'm loving green. I could add this in. I'm wearing that on my eyes today too. I mean, I went full color today. I'm a little out of my comfort zone, but I know so many of you have been wanting me to delve into more color. So really, I did this for you, and I will do a very quick eye look of what I did here at the end of this video. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video if you wanted to see how I achieved this eye look. And then the last thing I got from the Villains collection was a lippy from the Hades collection. This is called Cream, and this is a beautiful, like almost a nude that looks coral, that looks slightly pink, but none of any of it because it's a beautiful combination. And I'm not a bullet lipstick girl. You guys know, you hear me say all the time, I prefer a liquid lip. I saw this color and I was like, dang it, that's pretty. And then I remembered we recently got in my Boxy Luxe, a Becca bullet lippy that I was like, this one shocked me. Maybe I should rediscover some bullet lippies. And these babies are only $8. They're limited edition. And I was like, this color is something I would absolutely reach for over and over. Were there other colors that totally tempted me? Abso-freaking-lutely. But again, being frugal, having my mindset of I don't need to bring everything into my beauty space, I chose and picked specific things that I would use and love over and over again. I'm gonna just throw a couple little swatches impromptu up here for you because this sucker is stunning. And I'm not trying to sway you because I know a lot of you are on a limited no buy as well. And if these colors don't speak to you, sister, you don't even have to worry about it then. It's only really if these gemstone royalty colors scream your name. You know what I'm saying? The look I got today is solely done with this palette and these two jelly shadows. Just sitting here playing and swatching with just even 8 of these colors really lets me kind of see, like, I could definitely tell I could do even a more neutral look with this. I know I could do a going out look with this palette. I don't even need a ton of shadows to do a look with these because I was really impressed even with the formula on this because there was not as much fallout at all as I thought there would be. Like, I thought when I went into this deep blue over here for my lid, I thought it was gonna get a little like fallout crazy. It really didn't. The purple built beautifully and it just kept getting more vibrant and more colorful as I delved into it. Every time I swatch one of these babies that I haven't gotten to play with on my eyes yet, I'm like, oh, I can already see like that green going beautiful with this beautiful penny-ish color over here called Underworld. I can already tell you that Jetsam actually looks blue in the pan. It comes off a bit more of like a violet purple when you have it on your skin. These are some great building colors that I used. There are so many amazing things. This white shade, this is one of the things that sold me on this palette too. And I didn't do it today. I wish I would have. I'm going to do it in a future look where you start with your lid with a white shade and then put something something else on top of it to really let that color come through, let it shine, let it just transform in a way. This palette, it gave me makeup boners the second I saw it. I'm sorry if that's crude, but that's the honest to God truth. I was so excited for this palette. And the beautiful part about ColourPop, this baby was 22 bucks. Inexpensive. Is this expensive for a ColourPop palette? Yeah, usually they're more like 12, 18. This one's 22, but I can tell you it is worth it. The packaging on this was stunning. All of the packaging, I actually kept the packaging to show you, and I don't do that a lot at all, was so themed out, so well done by Disney and ColourPop as a collab that I was crazy impressed with that. But I do believe one of these is, I'm not sure, I think it's Mongrels maybe? I'm not sure, I should know this. But one of them is actually a Super Shock Shadow formulated to stay in a palette without drying out. I mean, this is awesome. I love this palette so much. I'm not sorry that I bought it on my limited no buy. It was inexpensive. I'm going to use it a ton. I kind of feel like too, I fed my monster a little bit as far as like needing some fresh ideas for makeup and things. And now I can delve into these even more along with my Shop My Stash. I am so excited that I get to play around with this stuff even more. I mean, look at these babies. They're so pretty. If you wanted even an easy look with just these things, you could go into Tragic, this beautiful transition shade here, put it in your crease, pop on one of the Jelly Much shadows on your lid, mascara, and go, and you look like you actually spent a lot of time on your makeup when you really didn't. Super impressed with the formulas, super impressed with the colors. I can't wait to play around with this some more with you guys. Let me know if you have any requests for a future look. These are the only things that I really purchased since the beginning of January. I think, correction, I bought one bronzer to replace an old bronzer from Wet n Wild, I think at the end of January, and that was it. I'm really doing well on my limited no buy, and all of these things, while they are things that I'm bringing into my collection, they are still things I was very mindful for each individual piece. So let me know, how are you doing on your limited buy, no buy? Are you still enjoying what you're finding in your collection, or are you ready to just like buy something? Because clearly I saw this and I was like, I have to have it. But now I feel like my itch has been scratched, and now I can focus on what I have again, and I get to try some things for my face that I've been really, really wanting to really improve my makeup game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you happen to be new to my crazy little channel, hi new friends! I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. Bye friends!